Hey beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Alice, aka Breathing Magic. In this video, I'm going to share my top 10 movie recommendations for Halloween. I've included must-watch classics as well as some newer movies. They are all family friendly and have things adults and kids can all enjoy. And without further ado, let's start the countdown. Number 10, The Watcher in the Woods. In this movie, the main character Jane moves with her family to a beautiful country house in the UK. This house is owned by the mysterious Mrs. Aylwood, whose daughter Karen vanished in the nearby woods 30 years ago. After moving in, Jane starts to sense this strange presence, and even sees images of a blonde girl with a blindfold, and her sister is also haunted by this entity. Jane suspects that the spirit of Karen is reaching out for help, so she starts to investigate what happened to Karen. The first time I watched this movie, I was about 10 years old. I didn't know the name of this movie, but it left such a strong impression on me, and for many, many years, I kept on wondering and searching for it. But I wasn't able to find it until this year. A couple of months ago, with the help of some friendly witches on Facebook, I was finally able to find the name of this movie, The Watcher in the Woods, and that says something. There's just something about it. The eerie music, the suspense, it captures your attention from the very beginning and keeps you on the edge of your seat. So if you've never seen this movie, I highly recommend checking it out. Number 9, Practical Magic. This story is about two sisters, Sally and Gillian Owens, played by Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. They come from a family of witches and struggle to find long-lasting love because any guy they fall in love with gets killed by a deadly curse. One day, Jillian's vicious boyfriend dies in their house, and they accidentally put an evil spirit into his body. So now they must find a way to fight this supernatural force while dealing with a detective that's growing very suspicious of them. I think this is a beautiful movie that shows you that people's love for themselves and one another is the true magic that heals relationships and solves problems. Number 8, Beetlejuice. In this movie, a young couple dies on their vacation and finds themselves stuck haunting their country house, which they can't seem to leave. Soon after their decease, this house is sold to the Dietz family, and they move in with their teen daughter Lydia. After failing to scare away this family, they seek help from an obnoxious, devious poltergeist named Beetlejuice. I've always been a huge fan of the Beetlejuice cartoon series. I love Lydia's goth vibe, and she used to be one of my role models because she was so comfortable in her own skin. She had the confidence to be herself regardless of what others think of her, and I think Winona Ryder did a great job bringing Lydia to life. Number 7, The Addams Family. Dun-dun, dun-dun. I don't really know how to snap my fingers. For those of you who don't know, the Addams Family is a fictional household created by American cartoonist Charles Addams. Family members include Gomez and Morticia Addams, their children Wednesday and Pugsley, Uncle Fester, Grandmama, and their butler Lurch. And there's also this recurring character called Thing, which is a disembodied hand. This family is very eccentric. They delight in frightening things and seem to be unaware or concerned that people find them weird or scary. Now, there are many Addams Family movies you can choose from. If you want to watch a live-action movie, there's The Addams Family Values, and Addams Family Reunion. The first two are really good. The third one, I really don't remember what that one's about. My personal recommendation is Addams Family Values. In this movie, Gomez and Morticia have a newborn baby, and they hire a new nanny. This nanny seems to have a hidden agenda, and she convinces them to send Wednesday and Pugsley to summer camp. And while the siblings are at summer camp, she seduces Uncle Fester and marries him. And if you prefer animations, you can watch the Addams Family animation movie, or go see the sequel that just came out. Number 6, Return to Oz. The story takes place 6 months after Dorothy's first visit to the land of Oz. She has insomnia and can't stop talking about things that happen in Oz. Her aunt and uncle think she's going crazy, so they send her to an institution where a doctor decides that she needs electric shock therapy. Like, what the? Anyways, Just when they were about to fry her brain, a storm strikes the institute and she's saved by a mysterious girl. During their escape, they fall into a river and get separated. Then Dorothy somehow returns to the land of Oz, or should I say, the ruins of Oz. She discovers that the land has been conquered by the Gnome King and that everyone in the Emerald City has been turned to stone. So she sets off on a new adventure to save her friends and restore the land of Oz. This movie is whimsical and has the perfect amount of dark and quirky. It's dark, but not too dark. I'd say it's somewhere between Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland and Beetlejuice. Number 5. Goosebumps. Goosebumps is a series of children's horror fiction novels written by American author R.L. Stine. The books are about children who get into scary situations and encounter monsters. This book series is the second best-selling book series in history after J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Goosebumps has been adapted into a TV series and 2 movies. In both Goosebumps movies, monsters of Stine's creation escape their books and cause a wave of chaos and destruction in the real world. These movies are scary yet very wholesome. There are a lot of scary monsters, but no one gets seriously hurt. This makes them a great choice for families with kids. I think Goosebumps 2 is more appropriate for this season because the story happens on Halloween, but both movies are awesome. Number 4. Coco. Coco is about a 12-year-old boy named Miguel who dreams of becoming a musician even though his family forbids it. Music is banned in his family because his great-great-grandfather left his great-great-grandmother and their daughter to pursue a career in music but never returned. On the Day of the Dead, Miguel is accidentally transported to the land of the dead. There, he seeks help from a famous musician who he believes is his great-great-grandfather. He must find a way to return to the land of the living and reverse his family's ban on music before sunrise, or else he'll be stuck there forever. This movie touches your heart. You can't help but laugh, cry, and smile with the characters. I love its depiction of the land of the dead. It's unique, vibrant, and lively. It makes you feel like there really is a life after life. And the song Remember Me captures the essence of this movie and the spirit of this holiday beautifully. This song will probably play in your head for quite some time after you watch the movie. Hey, before we move on, if you've been enjoying this video so far, give me a like and let me know if any of your favorite Halloween movies have made it onto this list so far. Alright, let's continue. Number 3. Paranorman. The main character of this movie, Norman Babcock, is an 11-year-old boy who speaks to the dead. Everyone in town, including his family, thinks he's a freak. They either don't believe him or wish he could stop talking about ghosts. He's emotionally isolated at home and bullied at school. One day, after the rehearsal of a school play commemorating the town's execution of a witch 300 years ago, he's visited by his strange uncle who tells him that the witch's curse on the town is real and that he's the only one that can save everybody. So he must muster all his strength and courage to take on grown-ups, ghosts, and zombies and find a way to lift the witch's curse. This is a movie with a great message. It's about having an open mind and accepting people's differences. It also encourages you to embrace and accept yourself for who and what you are. It's okay to be different. Number 2. Halloweentown. Halloweentown is a Disney Channel original movie. The heroine of this movie is a 13-year-old girl named Marnie. She loves monsters, magic, and all things Halloween. But her mom never lets her or her siblings do any Halloween-related activities. One Halloween evening, she overhears her mom and grandma's conversation and realizes that she comes from a family of witches. She feels ecstatic and nothing's gonna stop her from learning magic and becoming the witch she was born to be. Halloweentown has everything that makes Halloween fun, magical, and filled with wonder. This movie has 3 sequels: Halloweentown 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloweentown High, and Return to Halloweentown. Number 1. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is a cult classic directed by Kenny Ortega, the director of High School Musical and Descendants. In this movie, a teenager named Max moves to Salem with his parents and younger sister, Danny. On Halloween night, Max and Danny explore this abandoned house with his new crush, Allison. This house used to be owned by the Sanderson sisters, three powerful witches who were hung in the 17th century because they took the life of a young girl and were responsible for the disappearance of her brother. Max accidentally lights a magic candle and brings back the Sanderson sisters. The sisters will stop at nothing to suck the souls of the children of Salem, so Max, Allison, and Danny have to find a way to stop them before it's too late. Hocus Pocus is a must-watch Halloween movie. The witches are just so lovable. It's one of those movies that never seems to get old. It's kind of like the Addams Family or Home Alone, but that one's for Christmas. And if you're a Hocus Pocus fan, then you probably know that a sequel is in the works, and it's set to release in autumn 2022 on Disney+. So those are my top 10 Halloween movies. What are your favorite Halloween movies? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends and schedule a movie night. Subscribe so you don't miss my future content, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Until then, live from your heart and be the magic you wish to see in this world. Thanks for watching. Bye!